Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the CryptoKings live stream. Happy Monday. We've been dealing with the FUD. The FUD's coming back, the nonsense, and all that. But you guys are in here. Smash that like button. We got a show. We're going to talk about some coins we see undervalued and some big narratives that will play out in the near future, and as well as a full AMA. We've done a little bit of AMA stuff, but we're going to give you guys the floor. Ask whatever you guys want. We're going to give you about 30 to 45 minutes of a full AMA after we do the beginning of our show. What's going on, Moon King? Rocking the belts with the Gucci hat. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. B Roots back at it again.
You're looking a little stiff, bro. What's going on?
With another shill tank. Chill tube, put it all in one. We are now on YouTube. Damn straight, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Got the belt for PulseChain because I am the one. That's right. Not your friend, but I am the one that holds the PulseChain belt. Why? PDAI. Life-changing gains. TEDDYBEAR, life-changing gains. Atropa, life-changing gains. PTGC, life-changing gains. I am your real friend. Of course you're getting PulseChain, getting PulseX, getting Hex. Those are the obvious. But I am the one. That's right.
Yeah, man.
That speaks truth. Not just what you want to hear or not want to hear or want to hear or not want to hear. all in the same day. That's not B roots, but we'll get on that a little bit later.
Yeah, man, we definitely are going to address the FUD that was out today. For people who don't watch our show, Insomnia, I know you're probably watching. We have been talking about PDAI and Atropa on this show, guys, and it is not uncommon for a project to sit and consolidate in sideways action for 6 months plus and then moonshot. Sometimes narratives take a little cool off. They take a backseat for a certain amount of time, and then they go. If there's nothing to talk about, can't talk about it. We still got bags. I still believe in the narrative. Nothing at all has changed. Before Maria, after Maria, nothing has changed with the narrative of PDAI pegging to $1. So obviously, guys, that would be huge for PulseChain. PulseChain needs a stable coin. We all know this. And finding and making the most decentralized stable coin in the entire crypto space would be absolutely massive for PulseChain. I talked about it today. We're seeing a Solana pick up a bunch of attention lately because they have a couple coins going into the hundreds of million market cap. Good for them. But people need to realize, man, if they want to see mass adoption, they want to get all the attention. Think about the attention what that PDAI and Atropa brought on to PulseChain. And PDAI only went to 60 million plus. It has potential to go, obviously, to the billions, especially if it pegs. So we want to bring that back. Our end game is PulseChain. Our end goal is to bring mass adoption and pump our bags. And a lot of people that hate, they're so stuck in that hexy-maxi mindset that they just can't realize this is a layer one and a little community. He's screaming at other people that don't buy this product because it's not Richard Hart is not going to bring mass adoption. It's not going to make their bags 1000x. And it's unfortunate to see, but there will be a learning curve. And I believe people will either learn or they'll disappear.
So many influencers disappear.
So
they do it without telling you. Unlike me, I told you 2 years ago I'm gonna disappear around when. So there's hypocrisy and there's reality. And that's the thing. And like I said, we'll talk about that later when we get into our meme coins and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's start off real quick because we're gonna try to cut this, hour and a half and say the last 30, 40 minutes for the AMA.
Yeah.
Just so you know. It is better to super chat to get out there because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of freaking questions going to be thrown out there. We have to try to get everybody out there.
Absolutely.
So,
speaking of, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you want to get your serious question out there, probably recommend to do a super chat and we will read them in order.
Our super chat.
Once we get outside of that, then we go into, the regular chat.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It has to be a legit question. And yeah, it's basically a guaranteed answer if you do super chat. We are watching except us. I don't know what that means, but
expect us.
Expect us. There you go. We are watching expect us. So I see the Anon community in the house. I've been watching you guys, and they have absolutely been raiding like crazy. Chad is ready for the two biggest Chads on PulseChain. We are all Chad.
All right. So it looks like we're going to end up being green for this week on Bitcoin. Still in our section, nobody in crypto has given you this except for B-Roots. But I think we created a new all-time high this week or next week. It looks like it wants to keep going. However, it could get denied and do a doji. But as it's looking like it wants to go, and it's just the beginning of the week. So we might be hitting $43,000 before
end of the year.
End of the year. End of the year is possible. Definitely possible. But it's gonna get denied pretty hard. For sure. It's gonna get denied. I wouldn't mind if we go up here and then come down this trend line. Retest around this area before you head back up. But it looks good, man. It's looking exactly the way we thought it would be. When we drew this up last year, 300-week moving average sitting at 21,720. So it's just moving right on up.
Looking good.
Moving right up. But yeah, looks really
looking good, man. But I guess I was listening to some influencers. They said we're still in the bear market, though.
Yeah, that's why they suck. That's simple. They suck. I don't want to get on who said it. Something we have brought up that no one really talks about. Guarantee within the crypto space, they'll start talking about it. The Bitcoin dominance chart ended in a doji, so that usually means reversal. So things are going to get interesting in the altcoin world. Still, we haven't really. I think we need to figure out the end of this week. We don't want to get a back above here. We get back above here, it's going to be bleed time for all. That's simple. It's all going to go to Bitcoin.
Absolutely, guys. And if you have no idea what you're talking about, because we do have a lot of new people, make sure you watch our stream about 3 streams ago. Talks about the Bitcoin dominance chart, and this is the true indicator of when altcoin season is official. When it goes up, there's more money in Bitcoin. When it goes down, it is an altcoin season. And B-Roots, we have our first super chat. Yeah.
Hey.
I guess it wasn't our first super chat, but it was the first one that broke the threshold and got the super chat video. Big shout out to the PTGC team. They've crafted an incredible set of tokenomics built to last. Absolutely, man.
100% they did.
Yes, they did. I'm holding strong on that one.
Good coin.
Very good.
That will be on my watch list of coins to look at. So we will talk about that. Ethereum, same thing. We don't even need to bring up the Ethereum chart. But looks good, man. Market's looking good. Market's looking healthy. Bitcoin dominance. I want to see that bad boy break down. That thing breaks down, you're going to see alt starting ready to go. It's going to go. You're going to go hard. And there will be coins that go up and go down. But here's the issue. Play the laws of Memecoins. Do the right way of trading. You will win. And all the crybabies will just show you the after effects of the chart. And we come up big. Huge. All the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here, man. So let's talk about what we saw here earlier. We have your friend Somni, everyone's best friend Somni, came out with a tweet. The rumbled feathers. That's how you want to say it. You got dumped on by the loudest people. Notice how they're all quiet now and moved on to the next coin as first preference. And he shows the PDAI chart. So you got a little interaction on that. But I think it's about time to call out Somni, man. Because back here, Somni fudded the hell out of the chart. And all his followers missed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of X's. Because he fudded the thing. And it still went up and made life-changing gain. So it was pretty interesting to see that. And then the boy, everyone came up to him and he had to respond to himself. But
and I honestly,
he always says things like this. I will be buying down if it goes deeper. So he kind of Somni plays the two-face scenario. So he's a two-face influencer. Now there ain't nothing wrong with that. But you can't come at a community if you're a two-facer. You can't say they all dumped on you. FUD. He never apologized for the initial FUD that he tried to get lower. He's trying to get lower prices from his FUD. So when I see that, when I hear that, I say, man, I got to dig into you. Now I know for a fact that Somni trades meme coins. And he tells his audience that. He has this little Excel chart of all his gains in the last bear market. And a lot of them were meme coins. But publicly, and I say publicly, more on Twitter than on YouTube, he has a tendency to only, let's say, speak about Richard Hart products. And that's where I kind of going to have to call a little hypocrisy on that. So over time, I've been noticing Somni, which I do like Somni, by the way. So if y'all don't think I don't like him, it's complete opposite. But I get Somni for information. And I do know that back in the day, and when I say back in the day, like 6-7 months ago, because it seems so long in crypto, but back in the day, he was a wealth of information. Killed the game on information on Hex, PulseChain, and just the content. But so did everybody else. Crypto Coffee was out. Hexologist was doing streams again. And then they all disappeared within the last 6 months. They all disappeared. Somni didn't disappear, but he's struggling. I can see the struggle is real to find content. And it's hard to find content when your coin is 89% down. And when I see charts of other coins, when people say, oh, look at your chart. Oh, you got wrecked. And then I see the chart that they're speaking about, and it's down 89, 90%. Tough, man. That's a tough battle to try to come at people with. Because people on TEDDYBEAR, they have 112x. People on PDAI, hundreds of X's. Hundreds of X's. So you can't complain and talk how bad a community is or bad a chart is because people, quote unquote, dumped on them. When the coins that they're talking about, people are already dumping on them. He told you to buy EHEX. He was buying more EHEX than anything. EHEX. And then when that shit dropped like a, he kind of backed up because EHEX was the deal back then. And if you can find one of his 50 million videos that he does, you can tell that you say all he's preaching is EHEX, 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 EHEX. And then that FUD came with EHEX. And now it's like PulseChain, PulseX, PulseChain, PulseX, less on EHEX. It used to be his content used to be all about EHEX, but that shit dropped like a motherfucker. Dropped hard. And you don't really hear him talking about EHEX anymore. I could say he was the one that dropped the price. Highly doubt it, but I could say that. Bottom line is, when you are looking at these influencers, including me, figure out their track record. I need proof of the track record. I need proof of calls. I need proof of this, and that. When you don't have any proof and you start talking down on other communities that did massive gains, I'm sorry, man. I gotta give you the stiff arm. I gotta give you the stiff arm because you ain't got that track record. No track. And yeah, I'm not saying show me the coins. I'm saying show me the tweets. I'm saying show me the videos of you calling it down the low. I want to see the video where he was in Chainlink pre-2021. I want to see him in Chainlink in 2017, 2018. That's what I'm talking about. So I think a lot of people, he plays a two-side. I know he's in meme coins. I know for a fact he's in meme coins. He talks about it all the time. I know he's in meme coins. But on Twitter, he doesn't talk meme coins. He only talks PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex for the most part. And Chainlink. He'll talk a little bit of Chainlink. But those are safe havens. Safe havens. So what people like to do, stick with the safe haven. It's safe for them. That's the community they grab. But as soon as you step out of that box, the DGen community is a whole different ball game. We'll call it out just like that. Like, bro, he ain't got no history, man. So, I don't know, man. What do you think of what you did today?
Yeah, I mean, look, his someone triggered him calling him a soy boy, and he's always using that terminology, and I think it just triggered him. He came back with obviously an emotional, response, and it was obviously directed probably at us and a few others, and it was just like, oh, they're dumping on you, this and that, and it's just like, bro, that is like the oldest thing. And then he tweeted out something. He said, this might be the altcoin season of the whole bull market. Every altcoins are getting drained right now, blah, blah, blah. And everyone was attacking him. And I said, it's probably because the loudest people of Hex and them are dumping on him. And it's just like, man, you can be such a hypocrite in this space because everyone sells, man. And it's not like I get it. There are people out there who are just like, once it hits the top, they are just like, I am fully out. I'm deleting the chart. I'm wrecking the chart, and I'm moving on to the next coin. There are people like that. But when other people, yeah, and it is fine. That's what makes markets. But but there's people that put their name behind stuff, and we went over an in-depth discussion on a Twitter space till freaking 2 a.m. with Vincent, and just explaining, how it works. When we have followers, guys, the more followers we have is because the history of the coins we call, the track record that you have. So the more bangers that we call, the more people get gains off the calls that we're in, they make money and we get more followers. So, it's kind of a thing where, we want these coins to go as far as they possibly can. And I believe the narrative hasn't changed at all in PDAI. And I believe the community is still there strong. And I just feel like him coming out and attacking now, when he never came out when PDAI was at all-time highs, when it kept blowing up, and he never came out and said, I'm sorry. If you look at the chart, you see the Sami FUD dip. I think it was around like a 8 mil market cap. It went on and did a freaking almost a 10x from that. And all of these guys got quiet, and now the chart's going down. And I made a thread. I shortened it even a little bit, but they are wrecked because their mentality is so wrong. And you see Solana getting all this adoption right now and attention just because they have coins that are flying. And I was like, do you think the Solana whales or quote unquote maxis are mad that coins are mooning? Do you think they're fudding it? No, actually, in fact, I think some of the whales get together and they want to help these coins pump up because money does follow attention. And when coins go to the multi-millions, billions of market cap, it puts people on notice, and people come over because they have expectations. They have hopes of getting massive gains on the chain. That's the only reason someone's going to come to PulseChain. No other reason. Not because of branding, not because the community's strong, not because of Richard Hart. No other reason that they are going to come over here to PulseChain because they believe they can get massive, massive gains and they can make themselves richer on PulseChain. And you need coins, you need history, like we were saying. You need people that can, you need proof that coins can do those X's. And, we're picking up some steam, and you saw half of the community on Hex and PulseChain fudding, mad, jealous, trying to tear it down. And it's just like, bro, you're literally fudding your own bags. Richard Hart even said it. He called you guys out a while ago and says, you guys are so dumb to fud your own bags. So their mentality is going to change. They're either going to disappear, they're going to get wrecked, or they're going to get ostracized out of the entire ecosystem because of that mentality. And we're slowly starting to see it. But of course, Sami throws this tweet out. It gets all these likes, and all these haters start coming out and be like, "Oh, I told you, pump and dump, blah blah blah." And it's like they have no room.
It's the Hex Maxi mentality, bro.
It is.
That's what sucked about Hex and PulseChain back in 2022, 2021, 2022. These people, they all have a shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. If you have a maxi mentality, you have shelf life. If you're not a maxi, you do not have shelf life. If I only talk about PulseChain, Hex, and PulseX, your shelf life is very, very short. Why? Because you run out of shit to talk about. It's that simple. And that's where I think he is right now. I do think he's out of stuff to talk about because when you look at his streams, it's all the same stuff now. It's like, I've heard this before. Let's DCA into that. Let's see. And I get it. As an influencer, it's hard. But the best way for adoption is to step out of your echo chamber and get out there. And actually, he's done a good job at actually doing that. He doesn't only talk about PulseX, PulseChain, and Hex, even though I would say 95% of his material is about that. But just be wary, man. All I'm gonna say is be wary because people that come out of nowhere usually have a motive. And I'll just throw it out there. I have a motive too. My motive is to shill new narratives, new coins. That's what you know out of me. That's who I am. But other people have narrative to grasp onto a community, and they can be hypocrites at times. So I'll just leave it at that. And then I do think though he has more people working for him. It's not just him. I don't think it's just him making those tweets and all that content. I do think he has people working for him. People say it's a bot. I don't think it's a bot. I just think he exports his information out there. You can do that very cheaply now when it comes to videos, and have people write you scripts and contents for dirt cheap, absolutely nothing. It costs someone to write a script for you. So I do think that he has people tweeting on his behalf or working under him, because not your everyday man would talk bearish on PulseX and then very next 5 tweets down talk bullish on it. So it's very all over the place. So
if you talk about everything, you won't be wrong.
That's true. That's true. All right. PulseX is bullish. Don't buy her yet. PulseX is bullish. Buy it. I'm DCAing.
And then they'll say
PulseX is bearish.
Well,
it's down 98%.
I got to
I told you so. I told you not to buy it. Like, what?
Now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Yeah.
I told you not to buy it.
But you should buy it. But I want to make sure you're protected and give you both sides. I want to tell you what you don't want to hear. All right, we got our next super chat. Wyatt, the rewards keep stacking when I hold stables and Haas token on PulseChain. Haas.
Gosh.
Bro, I'm bilingual. All right. Sometimes I mix it up. Bottom is in LFG. Let's go. I have seen those. It's B-Roots' favorite. It's a reflection token, and he loves to reflect on this market. But yeah, I saw it, man. I actually haven't checked the chart in a while. I saw when you guys came out.
Yeah.
I'm way behind on comments. All right.
Well, we're not doing comments yet.
No, I know. Just keeping an eye. Any fire questions?
So yeah, let's go on to, because everyone thinks we don't talk about no more because they don't watch our streams. We go down the list of coins we've been in for the longest time. So let's start with PulseChain. PulseChain is taking a dip. You're supposed to buy the green line.
Buy the dip, guys. But we're going to go down. But it's bullish.
It's all because of the case. So don't buy it.
It's all because of the case. Richard Hart got served, but did he?
If we go up from here, that would be a typical cup and handle. That's your handle.
We don't see your chart.
Oh.
You're still on Twitter.
We're off on Twitter, drama.
Please lower the volume on AO song, please.
Hell no. That song was meant to blow out your ears. The cup and handle. If we go from here, if not, we M1 out, which would not look good, but that would be at 5.2, and I expect to see some of the meme coins underneath PulseChain. This is where you gather up more PulseChain. So I expect to see some of the alts on PulseChain start going. You will get more PulseChain bang for your buck down here. Everyone was afraid to buy those altcoins up here. They all wanted to jump in the PulseChain for the 50th millionth time, even though I tell you every week, likely what's to happen, they still do the wrong thing. And then they go latch on to people like Somni and say, oh, this is why your chart's down. Well, guess what? This is PulseChain itself. Doesn't look good as a chart. Just trying to bottom out. Meanwhile, I'm 100x 50x and all these different coins, gaining more PulseChain at the bottom. DCA uptrends, not downtrends for the millionth time. But we bounce here, it'll look good. It'll get explosive if we start bouncing here. But I think it's just a buy the rumor, sell the news event for the case that's happening in 8 days or starting in 8 days.
But if something positive comes out from that, I believe it's
going to boom. But I think it's going to be a no story. Like it's already like priced in.
Yeah,
it's already priced in. So there's no point in even like this is that. If we wanted to go lower, all the bad news would have been done down here. We already know about what the worst of the bad news. So if there's opportunity to get in this level, like easy. The heck? Crypto slots. Damn advertisements. Very easy if you can get into this area. Even right here, this area, it's cheap. That's half off, almost half off, 40% off. So that's where I'm stacking bags. Let's look at Hex. Same thing. Probably going back down to 8.7. Why? Because it was never retested. It broke out of this area and never retested this area. You're going to get retested now. It is a magnet, just like I speak all the time. There's a magnet right there.
I hate the magnets, man.
Magnets are loud. You understand magnets, you understand patience in crypto. You usually win.
Yep.
Down to the magnet. Like it or not. Hopefully you get a bounce off this magnet and then go back into it. So we're going nice bounce at 8.6. Right now, 009778 on down. Might front run it at these bits right here. 9302, 9104.
You sound like you're just speaking underwater.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. Some guy said the same guy who dumped Hex is dumping again.
Who cares? It's like who cares? Like why are we so worried about other people? This is one thing in crypto that annoys the crap out of me. This wallet right here is dumping. He's got 150 million left. Like who cares? Like why are you wasting your energy on what someone else is doing? Like this is what I mean. Like stop wallet tracking. It does not matter. What matters the most is your own DCA, your own wallet, your own bank. That's what matters the most. Stop paying attention to what other people are doing. It is an opportunity. Like that's key. I don't care who's dumping. I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Show me the chart. I'll tell you the news. So don't even blame other people for the price dumping. Like don't care.
I'm blaming Sami. I think he took profit.
But yes, I don't care. So anyway, Hex is going down.
What about PulseX, your favorite
PulseX
decentralized swap?
I still think the market cap's too high. And the market agrees with me. Because it created a high and it's going down. It could actually create a head and shoulders. No, it's not head and shoulders. Nope. Higher high, lower high, higher high. So if it doesn't go lower than here, it's actually in the uptrend. It's not even that bad. But chart itself as a whole looks like doo-doo. Just because you got your bags in, like I'm just straight up say it, the chart looks like doo-doo. It looks like crap. But, you know, some people value that. This is what we saw the other it came on Shield Tank. Bit market cap. Where's PulseX on here? Does that have PulseX on here? There's Hex. Market cap of $848 million. So PulseX has a higher market cap, I believe, than, let's see where PulseX is ranked out here. PulseX. No, PulseX without the guy is rated at a $378 million market cap if you take out the OA. So it's actually not too bad for market cap. So I'll give them that. Charts still do though. In my opinion, I personally would rather buy PulseChain. I've been saying that since day one. People buy the L1 before they buy the DEX. And the reason why people are such a big PulseX fan of PulseX is literally because they sacrificed for it. That's the only reason. Their bags were in it and they didn't sell up here. So now they're selling down here and cheerleading to find a way to get back up here. That is the facts. Those are the reality. I don't care what anyone said. They try to talk about tokenomics, this and that. PTGC has better tokenomics than PulseX. So if that's really the reality of it, and I'm not joking when I say that, PTGC, let's break it up. PTGC has better tokenomics than PulseX. And the market cap is a $2 million market cap versus, well, let's go based on bit market cap, $328 million market cap. So which one would you rather have? That's why I do not believe when people say, oh, this is why PulseX is a bullish, blah, 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 blah. And that's why I disagree with them, because there are coins out there that have better tokenomics. So PulseX doesn't make PulseX bullish because of the tokenomics. Main reason why people are bullish is because they sacrificed for it. That's it. They sacrificed for it thinking that they were going to get a badass deal 1-to-1 to get PulseChain. And we saw what that chart did after it did its high. It dumped way higher than PulseChain because all those people swapped into PulseChain. And that's why PulseChain doesn't look as bad than as PulseX. It's only down 40%, where PulseX is down stupid.
Yep.
So those are the facts. This is what it is. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Yeah. What else to say? Atropa. Atropa's just going down. Atropa's not looking hot. Yeah, there's way more red candles than green candles. Atropa looks like it's struggling. The struggle is real. Wrap Bitcoin. People dump that like no other.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Hit the mark. Hit it right on the mark. Went down. Needs to get above that mark. $215. Gets above $215. This will become a magnet. Comes back down to retest it. See you later. But you need to get going right now. It looks droopy. It doesn't look good. But I still think it's one of the better narratives for the PRC20 token. Teddy Bear. Looks like a green day today. Overall, looks rough, but it needs to bottom out in this territory. You're going to get this one for a while, I think. Just like I said, it got rejected right from that area. It needs to get above $5 million market cap and establish it. So, and that was a good run up, though.
Yeah, it was.
I believe this pump up right here was from PTGC buying and burning the PTCG Teddy Bear liquidity.
Yeah.
So I think that's where that came from. People sold it off, and that's where you have right now. Your coin, Jesus coins, it come down to my magnet.
No, it's just retesting. Oh, they even put a date on it?
No, that's what I called the magnet.
Oh, okay. Thought it said 11/22.
Looks like it's struggling. Today needs to be a green day. And it needs to get above here. It needs to lose that 0, that psychological number. It broke it up out of it. Had people like Ian FOMOing. Almost got me. It almost got me. But I didn't go with it. And that's the reason why. Because I do believe it's coming back down to the magnet. Now, with that said, see the difference between it could be doing what it did here. Came here, went down, bursted out, and started to flag a little bit, then went up again. So are we coming here, going down? Are we going to burst out and flag and then go up again? That all depends on the next 2 days, in my opinion.
Let's go.
But
Jesus gang.
Taking away that 0 is rough for him, man. That's rough.
Yep.
Let's see here. Mega. Looks like it wants to W out. Needs to get going, though. If it doesn't W out and get going, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. You want to see a W? You don't want to see this. Then, blah. You don't want to see that.
Doge.
Where you at? Mega. HOA. HOA holding the $1 million market cap. It's actually in an uptrend. Looks good. You know, chilled out here for a little while. Bam, bam, bam. Came out. Retested. It kind of, I mean, this could be a magnet in itself too. This 3-4 area. The half off 500,000 market cap area. That looks like it wants to be a magnet, but it doesn't have to take it. You know, it needs to go now. If it doesn't go now, it's going to struggle. It's going to start looking droopy. And then the sell pressure will come and this will get hit. HOA, PTGC.
Where's that at? Over 2 mil.
Over 2 mil, holding that 0.382. Needs to get going. Or those buybacks. Buy that. Needs to get that thing going. This needs to create a new all-time high for the crowd to come, in my opinion. This creates a new all-time high. I think it goes. But volume's kind of low at 16,000. Liquidity, it's about $50,000 short, $60,000 short of my liking of 10% for a project like this. But overall, it actually looks very good. Let's look at versus PulseChain.
Hey, super chat. Bam. Remember when I said PTGC was basically a Tropa 2.0 on steroids at 50K? Well, now I'm telling you that Alien is the Teddy of the beautifully designed ecosystem and is sitting at 180K right now. Over 30K in initial LP and supply burn. Bullish, please do your own research.
Bang, bang.
All right.
So versus PulseChain, you know, if you got in the grays, you kind of got, you know, down here, 0.02 PulseChain per 1 grays. Now people are getting 11 PulseChain per 1 grays. So like, you know, bullish. Very few charts are going up and staying up against PulseChain, which is key. It looks like it wants to bottom up and get going. It needs to go ASAP. Felix, not really doing anything. Super low volume. Looks a little suspect. Hello, boy. Talked about this coin at $3 million market cap. Clearly going for a new all-time high right now. Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that 3-day chart. Talking about way down here. This is what I mean with Somni and Chainlink. I need to see proof you was talking about down here. Y'all about to see proof that your boy B Roots. Told y'all getting down here. It's an $85 million market cap. It is going for a new all-time high. I think it breaks it this week. Killing it. Let's look at the weekly on that. Whew, beautiful. Faked you out, gave you a gravestone doji, went down, but then gave you a doji. That cancels out the gravestone doji. Says, nope, we're not going down. This is a magnet, though. 0.088 cents is a magnet. But like I said, it doesn't have to do it now. It could do it 2 years from now and come back down here. Go to $2 3 billion market cap. And at the end of the bear market, it comes down all the way back here, $50 million market cap, and then starts another run. You would look at that on the monthly time frame. Look at it on the monthly. It looks great. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going for 5, 6, clearly. We're going for a 6-month run, 6 to 7 month run. I'll probably play the laws of meme coins on the monthly on this. But look, when you look at the monthly time frame, this is a magnet, but we don't have to hit this magnet. They can keep going. Hit 3-4 billion in market cap. They come all the way down in 2026, and this is where it would be right here. It'll retest it,
Or it could retest it in the next couple months and bounce.
The reason why I don't think it tests it in the next couple months because it would give up these whole gains. So it would need to be like, like. I don't know, man. I just think this is on a runaway. And on the monthly, you actually could say it tested. Look at that. It's close.
I don't know.
Close. No. It didn't hit it, but like.
Maybe got front ran. It counts.
It's close. It'll get touched. It just won't be. It might not be this bull market. This thing's wanting to run away. So, very bullish. This is the only coin on BNB I hold. It's very bullish chart. Truck, one of the better narratives of the market.
Yep.
It's choppy.
Is that on the
anything? Ooh. That ain't pretty.
Yeah, but at the same time, these are narratives that you want to front run. You got the huge, basically the first shipment of trucks coming out, the Cybertruck. They're rolling out. It's going to be a massive event, news coverage worldwide. Elon Musk speculated to tweet about it. We know the answer to that, but I just have to say, that's the speculation behind it. Saw what happened in the past. You got to follow history, and look what happened with Grok recently. But we've had examples like Floki, and obviously those are dogs and stuff. We're going to talk about. We have another narrative that's coming too that I think is massively bullish.
Yeah, I think this is the magnet right here, and you're right there. But we'll see. We'll see in the next week what happens. Because it could just flag out, have a good flash dump, hit it, and then get it going. But I do think another half off, $2 million market cap possible before it heads off. So don't discount it.
If you look on the daily, though, it just looks like it's flagging.
It's just choppy. It's not even a flag. That's not a good flag. It's just like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up. Like it's just, I wouldn't even call that a flag. It's so choppy. It's ridiculous.
Are you sure that's a daily?
Yeah. I'm going down the line of days. That's the daily. It looks like choppy. What does the ETH pairing look like?
Yeah, that's. Oh.
Yeah. See right there.
What pairing am I on? Interesting.
Time frame, bro. You're in a different time zone, are you?
Oh, yeah. I was like, my chart looks different on the daily.
Yeah, it's a magnet for sure.
MKW.
I think it's making its way right here.
MKW with the 499 euro super chat. Appreciate it.
Doge 1.
Here we go. This is the sleeper narrative.
Loss is diagonal. It's trend line. But when you look at it as a whole, it gave us a Greystone Doji, but in the green. So like that's hit or miss. Dogecoin looks like it could be one of those little zigzag, like bam, 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 kind of similar to HOA. See how HOA it's just zigzag its way up. See, up, down, flag, up, down, up, down. That's possibly what you can get out of Doge 1, but it needs to go like now. Up, down, they go up, down, up, and just zigzag its way up. But very powerful narrative. You want to give them that? Want to take some water?
Yeah. I mean, look, guys, this is a narrative that is coming end of year, possibly beginning of next year, which is right around the corner. We got about a month, less than a month and a half. You have a project right now that is going off the narrative. I like the ticker. I like the branding is good. We have Elon Musk. He's going to send Doge 1 to the moon early next year. There's going to be massive worldwide news coverage about it. I think Dogecoin, as we talked about in the last stream, is starting to go. And I think when the announcement comes that Doge 1 is literally and figuratively going to the moon, it's like, we have tweets about even Truck. It's a bullish narrative. Gruck, it's a bullish narrative. But you have a dog. Dogs perform the best, especially with the Elon, according to history. And you're having literally him sending it to the moon. The meme ability of that is massive. And full disclaimer, there could be a new one that comes out and that could steal the thunder from this one. We've seen it all the time. The copycat catches on. But I think these guys are doing the right thing. They're growing their community and they have a very good ticker, good branding. So they're putting themselves out there. They just have to keep that attention. And when that announcement comes with Elon Musk, they need to be the ones front and center, and people need to catch on to this one. And this thing could go like go. You had a little bit of a hype after our shill tube the other day. It went to new all-time high. A lot of people took profit. A lot of people aren't patient enough, even though it's only a month and a half away. People they don't want to be patient. So for me and B Roots, I know this is a long hold. I bought that dip again, and I'm excited to see if Elon just goes ham. You know how he tweets about his rockets. He just tweeted about one today, sending a picture of Doge to the moon, calling it Doge 1 satellite. That is bullish.
Yeah, man. Nothing else to it. It's a good narrative. Good narrative play.
And it's one of those narratives that you're front running.
Oh yeah, you're definitely narrative.
You're super early to that one.
Pepple demolished.
Oh,
that is a pure definition of a pump and dump. The worst part about it is actually a very good narrative, but it was a speculation play based off of Pepe. Pepe need to go up for Pepple to go up, and if you played that, you were hoping Pepe started going up. You saw the old red pill guy Tate started talking about frogs. So basically, I front ran a Pepe play, but it did not work out. It doesn't always work out.
Timing.
It's all about timing.
Timing was off on that one. And it sucks when you see that happen because it's like, bro, if that thing came out in the Pepe times, that thing's 50 million. 100 million.
UpX. Absolutely smashing it on UpX.
Gosh.
$19, $20 million market cap. Liquidity is a little oofy. But, you start getting up to like $30, $40 million market cap and you see like close to $1 million in liquidity. That liquidity is rough. But the chart, you can't deny. The chart is a beast. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's an uptrend if I saw one.
That's a moonshot. It's good.
All right, man. What else we got? We got AMA time?
Yeah, I mean, I think we open the floor, guys. Any questions? Drop them in the comments. Let's see if we can answer. Bring some. You guys be blowing us up in the DMs, blowing us up in the comments. Here's your shot. Ask away.
Got 258 people.
I see
watching.
P-News. Oh, a lot of people are talking about P-New again. That's an old school one.
With 115 likes, that means we have about 140 haters watching us right now.
Why do you use Dex Tools over Dex Screener?
Because it's better. There's so much going on Dex Screener. Dex Screener, like when you look at Dex Tools, it's very just bam. Here's all your information right here. Here's your watch list. If you want to watch your watch list, you take away your watch list, you got the full chart. It's more fluent. It's just more user friendly. As soon as I get on Dex Screener, like for example, here's the token pair. I can go right here, bam, and there's a pair. When I go on Dex Screener, so much going on just on that front page right there. It's horrible. Let's say PTGC. You have all your pairs. I like going to Dex Screener because it shows you all the pairs. That's the only thing I think has a plus over it. But when you go on it, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot more going on Dex Screener. Like, I like to see where my pair is at right here. So I go on Dex Screener. I got to scroll down here. And I guess you could change this however you want it to be. But I had to scroll down here and get the pair down here. It's not right away. We're on Dex Tools. Let's go right over here and do it. So it's really personal preference, to be honest with you.
And I use them both because sometimes Dex Screener is more accurate, or especially on PulseChain, you wouldn't be able to find coins on Dex Tools right away. But definitely Dex Tools has the better branding. And it's, like Beard said, it's a personal preference, but most people do use Dex Tools. When does Trump become a co-host on Shiltank? Man.
That'd be cool if Trump got on Shiltank.
Oh, my gosh. We've had Funny Donald on Shiltank, but...
Where's he been at? Is he still around?
Not the man himself. No, I haven't seen him, man, but I hope he's doing well because he's a good dude.
Do you still have the same high targets for PLS despite SEC? Absolutely. I think crypto will go up higher than what you think it will, just like it will go down further than what you think it will. Anything in the middle, like the SEC, does not stop the price going up or down. I just think what it does is it gets rid of the people who are just here for the gains and here for the quick buck, and it allows it to flush them out. So they will get flushed out. But for me, my targets remain the same. And my targets are higher than what most people are talking about.
How old are you, Beards?
How old am I? High 30s.
Mid 30s. 35. When only PulseChain Shiltank? Well, we've done one before, but once things start kicking off again on PulseChain, I'm sure we'll do it. But, at the same time, guys, Shiltank is an open space for PulseChain, Ethereum, BNB, NFTs, and it's good for mass adoption to have that floor open to anyone. If we kind of ostracize everyone else and we say we're just doing PulseChain, we'll definitely probably do it again, but it's something that we probably wouldn't do always because we want people to hear PulseChain pitches and we want PulseChain people. I guess they could hear Ethereum pitches, but mainly we want PulseChain people or Ethereum people to hear some bullish projects on PulseChain.
We will never be PulseChain only. That is the issue with Hex. The issue with Hex influencers, because they talk within their own echo chamber, and that's why they never really get over a certain amount of followers on Twitter and YouTube. So in the majority of their content is on Pulse and Heads, what about all the people who don't want to listen to about that? So really, you're just speaking amongst each other, and you're not getting anywhere, getting out there. So
that's a prime example. You see like Katie or Sami, since we're talking about them, not knocking them, but they get a ton of engagement usually. They might even get more likes than us, but their follower count doesn't go up because it's all within the same small niche group that they have. So, and that's why you'll see sometimes we don't get as much engagement because we'll shill a coin and it'll have its run or it'll die or something down the future, and those people kind of disappear. But next question is, how does your profit-taking strategy change when you invest in a utility coin like Hello versus using laws of meme coins?
The reason why I did not use laws of meme coins and Hello has nothing to do whether it's a utility coin or not. It was actually in my 30 for 30 challenge, which was a 30 coins. No, what was it? 30,000 to 1 million challenge. I actually did away with that challenge, but I've kept some of the coins. I think I might be able to make that challenge just with Hello and all alone. I mean, I probably got
what about Loot Network?
50, 60K in that thing. I don't know how much I have in it, but it's a lot of money. I've only started with a $1,500, $2,000 in each coin. And now I've got, almost 50K to 6 figures in Hello. It was just to show you that it doesn't matter what the coin is. It doesn't have to be a utility. It doesn't have a founder to make gains like that. No, you just pick the right narrative. The reason why I said it was a bullish narrative, because we came up with it. It's literally a still of our show. That's what was going to make that coin go up. So that's why I did that. I put that in there. But I don't think laws of meme coins would be used on that. I have a cash out plan with Hello. My exit plan. The best part about Hello is, man, it's got $3 million of locked liquidity in it. So when it goes up, I can take out whatever I want and not have to worry about it. So that's my plan with it.
Yeah, what makes a token a long-term play for you guys? Any examples of a long-term play? I would say Hello is a long-term play for you. Obviously,
yeah.
I mean, look, if you follow the laws of meme coins, the laws of meme coins isn't sell your whole bag. You obviously can, but it's taking profits along the way up. So that way, if the coin dies, you made money. If the coin skyrockets and does 1,000x from where you thought it could possibly go, you still have a bag and you're killing it.
Yep.
So laws of meme coins kind of, if you stick to that plan, whether it's long-term or short-term. Now, if there's a play like we used to get into, which we don't really anymore, and it's a movie, and the movie's about to come out, and it's buy the rumor, sell the news, that's a short-term play.
Yeah. I would say something like PulseChain's long-term play. Hex is a long-term play. PulseX turned into a long-term play. Like, it wasn't really like I've got more money in PulseChain and Hex than PulseX. Even though it's down further, I think it needed to go down further because I didn't value it what everyone else values it. The only reason everyone else values it at that price is because they didn't sell it. So therefore they value it higher because it's their bags and they want it to go up. So they created a community of K4K and Somni friend people that are all about PulseX. But in reality, it's just for getting people wrecked. Will it go back up? It can. Absolutely, it can go back up. But I do think PulseChain is the better play. So it is my long-term play. Whereas PulseX, I would sell PulseX at a certain amount. Sell all of it at a certain amount. I wouldn't care.
How will Pulse ecosystem grow if the barrier of entry is so damn hard? You agree with Richard Hart adding even more steps just to bridge?
I disagree 100% with that. I think crypto will miss adoption if it continues on that route. You need adoption. It needs to be easy. I made a tweet probably last week. Simple. I used to sell cell phones for a living. BlackBerry was exclusively like the smartphone at the time. There was no other smartphone. It was only BlackBerry. Business people used it because they check their emails wherever they go, wherever they travel. They could check their emails on their phone mobilely. This is before the iPad. This is before iPhone. That's how they check their emails. Your regular day person did not want that. Why? Because it was so confusing to them. It wasn't easy. You had to go in all these little settings, these buttons to do all this stuff, and it was just too much for a phone, especially when you're going from a Motorola Razr to a BlackBerry. Like those used to be a flip phone, or the Nokias, the old Nokias. They just, hit and make a phone call. The iPhone then came out, had your iPad built inside of it, your internet built inside of it, your apps all built inside of it, your games all built inside of it, and all you had to do is hit the button, hit internet, and the internet pops up. Hit music, and the music pops up. So that's the real true reason why iPhone took over, not just their marketing, but the real reason, real life utility took over BlackBerry. So the one cryptocurrency, let's say community or coin that does that for blockchain wins the total battle.
What extra stuff did they add?
When you go into the bridge, he took away it's no longer the bridge pops up. You have to click on a website to actually for it to pop up. But it looks very confusing to your everyday person.
Yeah. Funding Jim. I get a lot of I was reading from I get a lot of flake for content that isn't only Richard Hart promo.
Yeah, it's because people are married to their bags. That's simple. They're married to their bags. Therefore, if you're not part of the gang, if you're not part of the clique, you're a traitor. And that is the only finance sector in all of finances is where the investor cares about other investors and what they do. That's why I say stop looking at their wallet. Stop figuring out why the price is going down by looking for who is doing it. Just get out there and just stop being so maxi-like and doing the only people that are constantly getting growth and more people coming into any ecosystem are those who are not maxis. It's that simple. So you can give flake. I wouldn't give flake for that's not only RH products. People don't realize the best way to get more views and more followers, like it's to step outside the box. So the PulseChain and Hex community is small, believe it or not. It is small. It's not big. It's the same old people I see over and over and over again talking about it. It's not like it's this big ass freaking community. I don't even think it has 50,000 wallet holders, personally. That'll go a whole nother rabbit hole for y'all. Everybody thinks, we got 100,000 stakers. I mean, I got 300 wallets. That'll make me twice.
Thoughts on this whole cat and mouse game dragging on too long and we end up missing the bull? If they aren't able to serve him, it's just going to continue to delay the case.
Then it doesn't matter. It's that simple. If you cat and mouse the thing, it doesn't even matter then. Price go up, price go down, that's it. That's my opinion.
So you don't think other people on the outside will be waiting to hear the settlement or some resolve?
People chase green candles. They don't care, bro. That's simple.
Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to put so much thought into it. Like, bottom line is that the freaking Prince of Green Candle, everyone's going to be looking. Everyone's going to be loud. No one's going to care about the SEC. No one cared about the SEC 2 weeks ago when the price started booming. No one even thought about it. Now the price is down. What do you hear about? SEC. SEC's coming out.
Yep, that is true. He said, use the new bridge. It's easy, but hard for new peeps. Yeah. I mean, it's easy for us who've been in crypto and can figure it out, but you want that retail investor who shows up and sees these green candles and hears about it's decentralized and they're trying to regulate crypto and take our freedoms away. And they're like hearing PulseChain is blockchain freedom and they want to come over here, but then they got to figure out this whole bridge that's probably going to deter them. I hope some centralized exchanges will take it eventually. I'm sure they will, especially as more volume comes in. And
nah, they won't mess with that.
Not until the case?
Not until the case is over. And in the end, doesn't really need it anyway. So
the SEC is FUD for retail.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, me too. So don't forget, XRP went up in 2021, and they had our case with SEC. They had their case with the SEC.
I don't think they went to a new all-time high, though. I'll have to look at that. No, they didn't come close. Their all-time high was $3.09, and it went up to $1.65. So
None of this,
basically half. Basically half.
None of this stuff has ever mattered. Anyone waiting for a settlement is most likely a noob. We're holding post take profits, moonbags from previous cycles, and many influencers are just shilling. Yeah, I mean, but the other statement where it does matter to the retail, but what's the minimum time frame to retest on a magnet? So I would say, obviously, we haven't seen it with a lot of projects. Beards, here's a question. What's the minimum time frame to retest a magnet? I would say there's no time frame, right? It could be in the next months, or it could be in the end of the project when it's dying off.
It's all about timing. Like, if the market just booms right now, and it's probably not going to test no magnet, you know. So it's all about timing. So if it's not testing your magnet in the time frame that you find a new narrative that you want to go with, then you just move on. It's that simple. You know, there will always be another one. There will always be another PulseChain. There will be another Hex. There will be another Shiba Inu. There will be another PTGC. There will be another whatever coin you want to name. There will be another one. So if it doesn't touch your magnet in the time that you find another one, I just let it go and keep moving. It's like Jesus going for me. I like the coin. I wanted to get in, but I'm not touching it until it touches that magnet. And depending on the time frame of when that hits the magnet, depends on whether I get in or not. Because if it's the next bull market where that hits that magnet, I'm not getting in. If it happens now and I see that Bitcoin is about to boom, and I see Ethereum is about to boom, and you're sitting at the magnet, I'm going to hop in. And then once it booms, it drags that with it. That gets going, and you just bought the bottom. But timing means everything when that happens too. So.
Beards for president and for vice. All right, let's see what else. Watched the UFC Saturday. Was all right. Brennan Allen got the dub. And if you saw the promo, he came out with a Colt mask on. That was savage. That was funny, man. The UFC, they almost kicked him off the roster for that. Now he's main event, and they're using it for promo. Gosh, you love the UFC.
Talking about the hypocrisy.
Bro, they want you to stand out so bad in the UFC, and that looked hard, and they used it. But they want the message to be out there that you can't do that. But there's always the exception. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going in it live on camera, but
man, these are all the questions you guys have.
If Schillers
y'all be flooding my inbox with questions, and I finally do an AMA
I know. Where's old boy? I'm gonna DM him back and be like, bro, get in this AMA.
If shillers can't afford a super chat, it's a scam. It's true. If they can't afford Dex tools either, it's probably fucking upload your guys' Dex tools. Gosh, it's the cheapest community that supposedly has money that I know. Dex and PulseChain. They're always so afraid to upload the Dex tools. I don't get it.
Or add liquidity.
So funny.
All right. Oh yeah.
Let's see here. I don't have anything else. Okay. B Roots, do you think PLS will break 1 cent this bull market? Yes. Like I said, my numbers are higher than everybody else's.
Not higher than Sami.
Well, he says like 10x now, or like 50x. So
I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. Well, last couple minutes because I gotta go get an oil change and
boy, rocking that black oil.
Rocking that black oil, man. I can't do that to the whip. Buy alien and we'll get you wrecked. Now financial advice. These guys, man. You guys are funny. Maybe we'll have to give you guys a heads up so you can think of some questions because you guys always have these questions throughout the entire weeks. And then when we do an AMA, people forget. What's your take? What's your take on DAI held by the sacrifice address? Number one DAI holder.
Once again, if they're not selling or there's no issues, even if they were selling, it's too powerful a narrative. I don't care. Who's the number one holder of any coin that anyone has? Does it matter? Does it matter to you? Do you pick and choose which ones matter? I like to have the same exact mentality for all coins and every coin. Sometimes I will be a hypocrite to myself and go against it. That's usually my gut feeling. But for the most part, I try to keep the same process all time, every time. You're not going to be saying me, I'm bullish on one coin, and then tweet literally 5 hours later, I'm bearish. It's just not my mentality.
Yep. All right, man. Well, that's a wrap. We got Shill Tank tomorrow on my page. If you guys have projects, come shill it on our show. You know the deal. Should be a nice one. We'll see if the markets continue to go up.
Told you the questions start coming out, right? As soon as you start clicking.
Ian, what's the best reflection on ETH? The one I'm still holding is Evermoon. I like the tokenomics behind it. I thought it was good. It's obviously like down. It's holding the 1 mil market cap, but I can't think of any off the top of my head because let me see. Let me just check my watch list real quick. It's kind of a reflection token bull market on PulseChain, but hasn't really hit with ETH yet. But there will be a chosen one this bull market, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, man. I see the non-community in the house. I see. Have you checked Earn? Oh yeah, Earn came up and did pitch on Shill Tank, and it was a good pitch, man. Where are they at right now? I've totally spaced that one. Let me see. Yeah, I did like the pitch. You guys just gotta pick up that marketing and get eyes on you.
I mean, the problem is that reflection tokens just doesn't. I mean,
you gotta go.
Y'all are trying to push it so hard. I'm just like, man, like there's such a negative look on reflections tokens. It's hard for them to go. That simple. The narrative has to be right. It almost has to be a secondary thing. If you lead with I'm a reflections token, and this is what you get if you hold the coin, it's just selling pressure, man. It always is, always has been. The only time they go up is when you're in a full-blown bull market and retail is coming in. They don't have no idea what's going on. We're not at that point. So once you get to that point, yeah, you can turn into a reflections token maxi. But the reality is everyone that's in crypto now just knows what's going on. It's just not as bullish. Just my thoughts, though. I am in so, but for the most part, I try to be very selective.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on devs rugging the community and send it over at 15x? Yeah, I mean, it's good. I've seen it work, but few and far between when a dev picks up a project just because the chart doesn't look good. But it can happen, man. And I think he's talking about Anon. I think that was the narrative behind it. So, yeah, man. We got one last super chat for the road. If you had to speculate, when will Hex go to all-time high? June 27th.
I don't know, man. I would say
next year.
2 years.
You think 2?
If it doesn't do that, then you're going to be looking at not happening at all. So, in short, man, hey, man, I just speak the truth, bro. I just speak the truth. In short, have a short-term plan, have a medium-term plan, have a long-term plan, because you don't know what's going to happen ever. And that goes for any crypto. If that's your mindset, you're good.
You win.
Boy, oh boy, man. If you're saying I'm not selling until I see an all-time high, geez, don't have that mentality. It can do it. Actually, my price targets for Hex is past an all-time high. But if it doesn't happen, you're gonna be pretty wrecked. So be a genius if you're wrong. Be a genius if you're right. Think about that for a second. Look at your portfolio and tell yourself that. And then say, what do I need to do to be a genius when I'm wrong and a genius when I'm right? And you'll do pretty good for yourself.
Would you buy Vincent coin?
Absolutely not.
All right, man. You can keep taking questions. I got to run.
No, I'm out of here, man.
All right. We appreciate you guys. Come back on She'll Take, and don't bring any of your questions on there because we will not answer it. But come back on Thursday. We'll be on the CryptoKings live stream. We'll take some more questions if you think about it throughout the week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Check out Blazing Pepe. There you go.
So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo, they got to let your CryptoKings showing you how to invest to live your dreams. So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that